I love your socks. Can't stop staring at them.
Yeah, they kind of are the coolest socks ever.
Yeah, I love them.
One of my dearest friend has a brand in Mexico City, and
those are cool, man.
So she's gonna be very happy.
Tell her I love them.
That's me, Colt Sievers. And this is my hero's journey.
I'm Christina from Sensacine Latam. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Ryan, I think that every movie, not only action movie, has a hard-working and underestimated crew of stunts. So would you say that in real life there are world-class heroes, and stunts are definitely one of them?
Absolutely. I think it was one of the main reasons to make this film, was just like to sort of show people how many people it takes to make a film, and like, you know, how much hard work they put into it, and how much they add, and how much they care, and just how much love goes into a film, and how much people love to entertain an audience. And so we wanted to make the most entertaining movie we could to sort of prove that.
In every sense, physically, emotionally, you know, it's a total vocation. And for this to highlight that and be highlighted by David Leitch of all people, he is the man to do it. I'm so excited for people to actually see, warts and all, what the stunt community give to every movie.
I think they are, and I think what's great now is, look, we've always been behind the scenes and not to be noticed.
Yeah.
But that was really the contract of like the double, you know, you don't want to break the character illusion. Like, you want to know that the hero's doing it. You don't want to know that the stunt guy's doing it. But what I'm liking now, what's being noticed, is that we're artists, and we create these sequences, and we're designing these sequences. It's not just daredevils performing. It's artists creating, and, you know, just like hair creates a look or costume creates a look, we create moments.
Stay alive.
No matter
what.
We're gonna beat the shit out of him.
While I was watching the movie yesterday, I couldn't stop thinking how cool was to see Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Ryan Gosling like being the same person, because that's actually how the film industry, stunt industry works. You need to find someone that has not only the physical skills, but also that looks alike the actor, you know? So if you could choose like a famous Hollywood actor to be your stuntman, who would you choose?
Dwayne Johnson would be a good.
Good for you.
Yeah, I feel like he'd really blend in.
I was
you
wanting
know?
Dwayne.
Jason
You don't get Dwayne, I get Dwayne.
I know you get Dwayne.
Yeah.
Maybe Katy Perry, you know?
Katy Perry, listen, someone else, when I had dark hair, I went to a pub in London, this is many years ago, but I had dark hair and I walked in, this guy went, oh my God, it's Katy Perry. And I just accepted it.
Yeah.
I was thrilled.
That's good.
I was delighted.
Yeah, wait.
And you, besides like Aaron, maybe
Like,
Brad Pitt?
who do people mistake you for? Do people go, oh my God,
The
it's...
Rock. They're always like,
Oh,
hey, is
come on.
that,
The Rock.
is that,
Is
are
that-
you?
is
And then they get
that
close, they're like,
Dwayne
no, I
Johnson?
guess not.
Are you
But
and me?
Damn.
If you could choose like a famous Hollywood actor to be your stuntman, who
Oh,
would you choose?
that's a really good question. RuPaul, I'm going to go
Michelle
for Rue.
Pfeiffer.
No, Rue in full drag with one of her fabulous big blonde wigs, so that my legs look a bit longer, my butt looks a bit higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give Daniel Day-Lewis a real challenge. I think giving Daniel Day-Lewis a real challenge.
See how much of a
you know?
chameleon he is.
Yeah. And let's see if he survives the backlash.
This is an epic story of cosmic proportions.
The bad guys are closing in.
We're gonna hide you.
Nope, we're gonna beat the shit out of him.
Emily, I think that Jodie started her career below the line, just like the director, David Leitch, and worked her way up to the director's chair. So would you say that in a certain way, your character were telling David Leitch's real story?
I mean, I'd like to think so. I love David's journey, and, you know, David he's so humble, and, you know, he's still sort of trying to come to terms with the fact that he's one of the best directors working. I feel like he still like has a hard time absorbing that. And he was a stuntman. He's lived these guys' life. He was one of the most, you know, one of the most brilliant stuntmen working, and sort of worked his way up in that way. And so he is he's heroic in that sense. But I think his films are really singular. I think that's a huge reason why we both wanted to work with him, is that they're stylistic, but they're grounded and fresh and unique in some way. And he knows how to shoot stunts. He understands the plight of a stuntman. There was just no one better to direct it than him.
It's funny you bring that up because a lot of people think they'll come at this with the stunt angle and they'll say, you were a stuntman for 20 years. Are you more in Colt's, you know?
Yes.
You have more to reflect in Colt's character, but no, you're absolutely right. Like, there's a lot for me as a director to give Emily on her character because I had the same experience, you know,
Yes.
coming up below the line, being on sets, like watching other directors, mentoring under them, you know, taking the things that I thought they were doing great, thinking of ways I could do them. Yeah, I think, you know, people go to film school to be a director, but I learned how to be a director on set like Jodie. And so there's a lot of there's a lot of me in Jodie's character, I think, which was actually fun as a director to be able to talk from experience to these actors who are so great.
Yes.
But I actually had real experience in both things.
One last stunt. Going down in a blaze of glory.